Alright, here's a video review for Iron Factory's MOMA, or Mini One-Man Army, if you want to put that together. And it is a little version of their Cliff Jumper. He's a little Cooper Mini or European mini car. But, oh, the gun fell out. That's the one thing I have with it. I haven't been able to get that gun to stay in there. But yeah, little tiny Cooper car. And he's got the bazooka here on top, which just pegs in. You can take that off. A couple little guns on the side that we'll show off here in a little bit. But you can take that off, set it to the side, and there's the car itself. It's a cute little car. Like I said, his little glass gas gun hides here underneath it, and you can kind of wiggle that out. It just pops right out, and it folds out. So there's a little pistol, and there's the car itself. It's a little smaller than their previous Autobot vehicles, both in vehicle mode and robot mode. Just a small little robot, or car here, I guess in this case. And to transform it, go ahead and flip his rear wheels out, untab his arms off of these little tabs here on the side of the heels, and then pull the both back here on the feet and up here at the front. We're kind of going to lift this up, lift that up out of the way. The legs come down. These are his little knee pauldron thingies. They angle forward a little bit, but bring his feet forward. You can separate them. That doesn't need to be quite as obnoxiously forward there on his knee. Just have to give him a little bit of knee detail there. Sorry, mouth is not working right tonight. There's his feet, and that's pretty much all there is for the legs. Up here, unpeg the arms up here and slide them down here at the ball, or that's a hinge and then a ball joint there, but bring the shoulders down. You can go ahead and lift this panel up, rotate his whole upper body around at the waist like that. Then the hood of the car comes down and sits right in there into his chest like that. Bring the arms down so the headlights face forward here in robot mode. Straighten his arm up. The door swivels around this. You can have it positioned however, but I'm going to bring it down so there's his hand fist flipped out. Then bring his arm down. Do the same thing on this side. Bring it down, flip the fist straight, rotate the shoulder pauldron, and then turn his head around. And there he is in robot mode. And he's a cool little dude. I really like him. Like he's one of my, the Iron Factory just always brings some fun figures, and this one is no exception. I'm kind of digging this little dude. So he's got hinges at the torso and then ball joints in the shoulders themselves. Now the way these shoulder pads hit the back piece here, it gets a little in the way. You can bring this down into car mode, although it doesn't look as great from the front. But if you want to get that down out of the way, you don't have to bring it all the way down. You can kind of have it hover back so it's not quite as blocky on the shoulder pads. It's entirely up to you. But it doesn't lock in here. It just kind of rests on friction on this hinge. So he's got the ball joints. He's got a ball jointed head, so he can look up and down and all around. He's got bicep swivels, hinged elbows, just that pin at the wrist, in and out. He's got a waist swivel, ball joint hips, thigh swivel, hinged knees, hinged feet, even an ankle tilt. So fairly articulated for such a small guy, and is super cool. Weaponry-wise, like I said, he's got his glass gas gun, his little pistol here. You put it in his hand, he can wield that. You can also, let's put this back up more where it should sit. Because even if you don't have it all the way up against his back, it should sit a little higher up than that. But you can store the bazooka and the guns across his back if you wish here in this mode. Or you can pop the pistol out, glass gas gun. I just like saying glass gas. But you flip this little peg up and it flips down a handle. You have to kind of straighten his arm for him to use it because of the nature of it, but you can have him wielding a giant bazooka cannon. You can also, if you wish, you can pop out these side guns. You have matching pistols here. Store this on his back. And actually, before we store this on his back, because you can also, going with the Mini One-Man Army, if you fold this back in half like this, down like that. This little tab here on the side of the gun can actually plug in here on his back. You can actually tuck this into his backpack. Tab it in back. Oh. It's a little hard to do, but you get it. There's a little tab it in one of the slots on his back and cover this up with it, so he can store that gun back there, and then he can store the bazooka across his back here, and then you can give him his individual pistols. So he's got several different armament capabilities, and he looks cool with all of them. Yeah, there is MOMA. Just real quick, here he is with some of the other Iron Factory Autobots. There he is with their Jazz and their Hound and their Sunstreaker. So you can see he's a little smaller than the rest of them. And here he is real quick with... They have not done a Bumblebee yet, but somebody was saying... Somebody on Twitter, I think. It was a Twitter or Facebook. Somebody was commenting that... he's cool, but now he doesn't scale with any other figures in the line. And they said, wait for I believe they said Hornet. So it looks like they may have a Bumblebee planned. And I think they've said that if they do a Bumblebee, it won't be just a straight remold of this guy. So I'm curious to see what they've got planned. But here he is with New Age's Flipper. And he's a little, I really do like New Age Flipper here. I think he's a great little Bumblebee. He's super washed out here. But this scale's a little big, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what Iron Factory gives us. Although I like this guy as well. But yeah, there is MOMA from Iron Factory. He's a nice little cliff jumper. Let's see if I can zoom him up here. And before we go, let's see if we can get a good look at his face, because he's got a nice little head sculpt too. Yeah, look at that. Great little cliff jumper head. So yeah, there is Iron Factory's MOMA.